He told Elizabeth, you're going to have a baby. And Zechariah began to laugh and question it. God began to make him dumb and wouldn't let him talk until the process was over with. How many of y'all know whenever God is getting ready to do something in your life, he makes your understanding dumb to what's going on. You don't even know what I'm going through. What's going on? What's taking it so long? See, you got too many microwave people, but God's looking for some oven people who going to put the hot pockets down and wait on the steak. How many people in here know that this is the season that the steak get ready to come forth? And it's mine and it's all mine. If I wait by myself, I'm going to eat by myself. I dare you to just tell your neighbor, it's springing forth and it's coming out right now. He said, I'm going to make a way in the wilderness. You know when it's God when you get ready to do it. He always takes your understanding. You don't understand what's going on. You question it. You say, well, how this going to happen? How this going to happen? How this going to come forth? I'm just this age. I'm just that age. Don't worry about it. If they talked about you when you got pregnant, young people, if they talk about you when you went in the ghetto, young people, they didn't understand how your mother always took you to church, but somehow you got addicted to the hip-hop world. But that was a part of God's plan to put the glory in your mouth, to go back and build up the waste places. How many young people in here we got that's getting ready to get back on God for God and come out of your mess and go back and turn the mess into a blessing? I dare you to say, this is my season to spring forth, and I understand why I went through it. He take your understanding. He said, I'm going to make a way in the wilderness. I'm going to make a way. But you see, I make the rock give you water. Do you hear me? Your rock symbolize your hard places. This is the places where you go to the lone places, the milk the cow, the cash cow. And you go, you win so much now the cash cow talking about move. He's telling you to move, it ain't giving you no more, right? You trying to buy the land title back. I'm talking about you in a hard place, but God about to make a way for you in the midst of your wilderness. I'm talking about the rock getting ready to cry out and be able to give water in a place where it looks like it should be no water. But God said, last season it didn't happen because I held it to this season. I come all the way from Evergreen, Alabama, just to let you know that God said this is the season that is getting ready to spring forth. I held it because now is the season. I dare you to tell your neighbor, I claim Hebrews 11 chapter verse 1 say, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of the things not seen. We're going to stop right there. We ain't going to use no more of that verse. All I want to use is the evidence of the things not seen. Don't you know when God get ready to bless you, he always show you evidence. Oh God. See, whenever you're in God, your mind gotta change. It gotta be different. The way up when God is down. Do you hear me? The way around when God is through. Do you hear me? The way to hot when God is cold. I'm talking about you expecting that God to do it in one way. He doing another different way. You hear me? You may be in Clearwater, Florida, and God said, I'm gonna take you to Jacksonville, Florida. But God will take you all the way to Miami, Florida. That's the opposite direction. Before he takes you to Jacksonville, because that's the way he want to do it. I hear God say a lot of devils have read your roadmap and they thought they had you figured out. But to keep the devil from stopping what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to make it look like it's over with for you. I'm going to make it look like you finished with. I'm going to make it look like you bankrupt. I'm going to make it look like you ain't got no money. So when they stop talking about you, you're going to be like a jack in a box and scream swamp. Right in your season. I tell you, scream swamp and clap. These never think they're on It's evident that I'm blessed. Just like a tree, it's the evidence of the things not seen. You got to understand when God blessing you. Pay attention to the evidence. The evidence ain't a check in the mail. The evidence ain't an ordination in the church. The evidence ain't a honeymoon. The evidence ain't your children can take. The evidence is when things start to go wrong. You can get ready for a miracle because He's preparing you for it. Even with the jack in the box had to be pushed way down. down. But the Jack in the Box know when you push me down, I got springs up under me. My God. Anytime God puts springs up under you, he let trials push you down because he know what the springs gonna do. The Jack in the Box don't know what's going on, but the springs do. When you get pushed down far enough, that's the higher you're going to go. Don't you know that God's not going to give a kindergarten a 12th grade trial? Whenever you are a big dog in the army of God, he gives you big dog trials. That's why, my God, some folks can't take their husband because of them. But some folks say, take the house from me. I still work for you. Whatever level you on, that's what trial you get. I got some crazy believers who don't care come hell and high water. I'm still going to stick with it and jump over your feet and say, I'm the Jack in the Box.
I'm the Jack in the Box.
The evidence. You start seeing those signs. Just like a tree. When a tree get ready to get blessed, one thing about the tree goes through so much. I'm almost through. I ain't got to go to another scripture. The tree is so blessed until the tree, through all the stuff that go on the tree, all the stuff that jump on the tree, all the stuff that fall off the tree remains solid. The first thing happened to the tree when it's getting ready to be blessed, when it's going into its season, the leaves start to change colors. How you know you get ready to get blessed? I'm going to show you the evidence. People around you, true colors begin to show. People's colors begin to change. I'm talking about this your right hand, man, and then it starts to switch up on you. It ain't because your season is coming to be blessed. If the leaves can't change colors, then it can't wither. If it can't wither, it can't fall off. If it don't fall, can't do a new come up. Stop worrying about the old thing. He said, don't worry about the old thing. Behold, I will do a new thing, and it shall spring forth. They start changing colors, start praising God. You weren't meant to be here anyhow. You better hear what I'm saying. You weren't meant to be around me anyway. Whenever you start to change color, that's God cleaning you up for your mess. That's God showing. Because see, one thing about snakes don't come out when it gets hot. And see, when God starts to set you on fire, folks that used to cheer for you, now they saying boo. They just ain't never think you would get there. Do you hear me? I went through my trial in church where I backslid, went back in the world, went back in the club. Do you know it was the church people who held their weight on me? Do you ever hear what I'm saying? The street folks say, go back, we need you. You don't know what we listen to. But don't you know, whenever you down, people will hold their weight on you like you ain't supposed to come back up. Let me see this mic stand right here. Give me one I can push down. If I get this mic stand, I'm going to be done, I promise. And I push it down. I ain't got to tell nobody to pick it up. They going to pick it up anyhow because it don't supposed to be down. See, some of y'all down right now, people know they need to pick you up. Don't you hate when folks see something need picking up and won't do it? Somebody say you're a bona fide hater.
Huh.
But whenever you truly belong to God, see, in this season, God's not going to send your kinfolk. God's not going to send your friend. God's not going to send your family. God's not going to even send the people you went to school with to pick you up. God is going to send a stranger and see that you don't belong in the situation you in. How many of you believe that the wealth of the wicked about to be laid up on the chest? It's something in a rich person's spirit. Don't say, I see you going through. You're not supposed to be down here. You look like a rich person. What you doing in the ghetto? It's something that's wrong on you that say you don't supposed to be down. That is a stand. That means in my worst situation, I always got to spring back up. See, that's what the devil don't know. When they throw their dirt on you and put the flowers on the grave, they can do all of that, but when they walk away, that's when he works his miracles. How many of y'all know you got a word on you that says stand and I'm going to stand regardless. This is the season that I'm going to get back up and can't nothing stop me. A lot of y'all are backsliding and got out the will of God. You know, my God, you felt like you upset God. You can't upset God. You're going to make God get more power to pick you up in a lower situation. You better hear me. How many of you know some of y'all made a walk all the way back, but this is the season God said to send some things to elevate you and bring you back forth. I dare you to say this is the season. Number two, to know when a tree get ready to get planted. After it changed color, the tree began to wither. The leaves start to wither. Have you ever got a leaf and it's like so crunchy? Y'all know that. You want to squeeze it up, just being hateful. Squeeze. The leaf ain't done nothing to you. You just squeeze it. But things start to wither. See, it's all right to have a trial every now and then, but it's different to have one back to back to back to back to back. The preacher still preaching, stuff still falling. Back to back to back. That's because, see, the preacher just telling the truth that you got root and you do not fall. Do you hear me? Oh, God. See, the preacher, I'm tired of hearing that message. I've been paying time, ain't nothing happening. He don't want to go in the county. I'm tired of sowing seeds. But don't you understand, one thing about the tree, no matter what fall, the tree still gonna be a tree. Stuff done change color, now it's withering. You got to kill yourself because a woman left you. You got to kill yourself because a man left you. They just open up the door for you to be delivered. You hear what I'm talking about? We crying about petty stuff. I ain't seen the real deal. We see these folks clothing stuff in Africa. But stuff start to wither. Another sign God gonna bless you, change color, then it wither. Stuff start to ball up for no reason. Have you ever seen stuff just crumble for no reason? Stuff, everything start to mess up. Everything just got on your nerves before. I'm talking about no, folks call your name, you just want to cry. Because you're going through so much. I'm talking about the toaster won't turn on right. You hit the toaster button, it spit the toast halfway out. When stuff go wrong, it seems like everything go wrong. The grits won't turn out right. Every time you stir them, they lumping up. I'm talking about every little thing. Things start to wither and crumble and don't stand right when God get ready to bless you. But don't you know when the withering happens, that means the tree get ready to be naked. Somebody say, let it wither. And the closer it gets to the season, how you know you're really in your season? How you know when you really in your season, when the tree get all the way naked? Do you hear me? See, some of y'all all the way naked right now. You may not got a pot to pee in, a woman to throw it out, and a ground to catch it. Do you hear me? You may not have nothing. I'm talking about you just as naked as you can be. You just as down as you can be. You may not got a GED, high school diploma, and a school to get it from. But I'm here to tell you that God ain't looking for the educated. He's looking for the qualified. See, we try to be so sedate and qualified in man's eyes. But your degree, you can have more degrees out the monitor. But if you ain't got the Holy Ghost, you ain't got nothing in this season. God is looking for some people who ain't dependent upon your worldly things, but dependent on the strength in the root. You get down to your naked stages. That's when you're closer to your season. The trees start to go out when the season starts to come in. All this is evidence that you get ready to be blessed. Look at your neighbor and say, I told you.
I told you.
After all the changing colors, after all the wilderness, after all the seasons while I've been naked, folks are paying by and say, ooh, that's an ugly tree. And then, ooh, that tree, no, it's messed up. Ooh, boy, you done fell off real bad. How many of you know that God don't allow you to fall off to fall right back on? Y'all better hear me. See, a lot of y'all feel like you done fell off. You done feel like things ain't going your way. You don't look the same. That's why you love when Thursday comes. So you get on Facebook and put a throwback Thursday picture up there when you used to look in high school. Your high school days ain't got nothing to do with the day. Because I hear God helping to do something new in your life. You better hear me. The trees made them fail. Branches them fell off. The birds won't even poop on it no more. But you better understand that I'm going to ain't gonna know it. He said, I'm gonna bless you, it's gonna spring forth. And you ain't even know it. Y'all look at your neighbor and say, you ain't even know it. Y'all better hear me, you ain't even know it. When they come back, they're gonna say, that's the same tree, that's the same one we looked down on, that's the same one we didn't want to do that for. Now you flourishing like this. Somebody say, wait till my season come. Somebody say, wait till my season come. I left somebody be crazy. Say, my season is now.
Now.
And it shall spring forth. This is the season. You're going to get double for your trouble. I'm done now. I just want to show you the evidence. See how blessed you are? Things change colors. Then it wither. Then it fall off. Then it fall right back on. Y'all ever seen somebody from see? My time in the hood, I learned a lot. When you first come in the hood, you see women be so beautiful. After a couple ballers come up, you got some women don't want nothing but ballers. But after all them ballers get through with them, see, ballers fit for everybody in the hood, y'all. They don't even look the same no more. You get away from the hood, she know she's naked, then she got weight on her season. She come back and say, that's such and such. Oh man, you look different. I had to move somewhere and trick somebody. Wow. God will take us in a good time. God not gonna use the naked person, no. But your naked places is your preparation place.